Chosen one. Congratulations. You passed the most rigorous test a human soul can face. You passed an evaluation that lasted years, being secretly applied in your life. When you understand why these authorities considered your performance so impressive, they decided to break protocols to communicate with you personally. When you comprehend the practical consequences of this approval in your daily reality, you are going to realize your life was being an exam all along. Every difficulty was planned question. Every obstacle was controlled scenario. Every moment of suffering was situation created specifically to measure if you had what these authorities were looking for, and you have it. That is why they decided to break the silence. That is why they authorized this revelation. That is why you are hearing this now instead of continuing to be secretly tested for more decades. Subscribe to this channel immediately and activate all notifications, because this official communication about approval of chosen souls is being systematically blocked by forces that profit keeping you ignorant about your true cosmic status. And before revealing exactly what these authorities said about you, I need you to confirm you are ready for this truth. Write 777 in the comments if you recognize you really went through situations that seemed like disguised tests of common problems. Now I am going to explain exactly what was the test you passed. And when you understand the sophistication of what was applied in your life, you are going to be shocked with the intelligence of these cosmic authorities. They didn't test your ability to be perfect. Any idiot can fake perfection when being observed. They tested something much rarer. Your ability to maintain integrity when nobody was watching. They put you in situations where you could have lied and nobody would discover it. But you told the truth. They put you in moments where you could have been cruel to someone vulnerable without consequences, but you chose kindness. They put you before opportunities to gain advantage by harming others, but you refused. You know why this is so rare? Because 98% of people fail in those moments. They think nobody is watching, so they relax morality. They think they can make just one exception to their own values. But you were consistent. You were the same person when you were alone and when you were being observed. You maintained the same ethical pattern in darkness and in light. They observed you in moments of rage and saw you didn't take revenge on who hurt you. They observed you in moments of scarcity and saw you didn't accept offers that compromised your values. They observed you in moments of frustration and saw you didn't take it out on innocent people. Each of these observations was recorded. Every ethical choice was scored. Every act of integrity was documented in cosmic files until they reached the inevitable conclusion. You deserve to be promoted to a superior category of existence. Category where you don't need to pass more tests. Category where you receive direct support instead of constant obstacles. Let me explain who are these authorities who spent years evaluating you and finally reached the conclusion you deserve official approval. I am talking about intelligences operating in dimensions beyond common comprehension. Beings whose only function is identifying human souls who have developed characteristics rare enough to deserve special attention. They don't care about your religion or specific beliefs. They evaluate character, they measure integrity. They analyze consistency between declared values and real actions. And you know why they do this? Because they are recruiting, searching for human beings who can operate as agents of positive evolution. People who don't need constant supervision to do what is right. For years, they subjected you to progressively more difficult situations. They started with simple tests, then increased difficulty. They put you in situations where maintaining integrity resulted in financial loss, where being honest generated conflict. And at each level, you passed. You chose the harder path because it was the right path. That is when they became convinced. You act correctly because you developed real integrity, because you became genuinely a good person. That is why they decided to stop testing you and start supporting you. That is why your classification changed from candidate under evaluation to approved agent. Now, let me tell you exactly what these authorities said about you during the meeting where they decided to approve your graduation. First, they mentioned your remarkable resistance to moral corruption under adverse circumstances. This means you didn't become a worse person because of the difficulties you faced. On the contrary, you maintained kindness even when the world gave you reasons to harden your heart. Second, they highlighted your ethical consistency independent of external supervision, meaning you do what is right even when nobody is watching, even when there is no audience to impress, even when there is no visible reward. Third, they recognized your capacity to maintain hope without becoming naive. You didn't lose faith in human goodness despite encountering bad people. You didn't become cynical despite being disappointed. Fourth, they registered your willingness to sacrifice personal advantages in favor of moral principles. You chose to be honest even when lying would be more profitable. You chose to be fair even when being unfair would give you power. And fifth, what impressed these authorities most? Your capacity to forgive without becoming passive. You forgive people who hurt you but don't allow them to continue hurting you. You release resentment but don't accept disrespect. This combination of characteristics is so rare they classified you as exceptional specimen of human moral development. And you know what this means. It means you became an example of what human beings can be when they develop their full ethical potential. You proved it is possible to be kind without being weak, integral without being rigid, compassionate without being naive. Now, I am going to explain exactly how these authorities managed to test you for years without you even suspecting you were being evaluated. They didn't send obviously celestial angels to observe you. Instead, they orchestrated natural situations that revealed your true character. Remember that time you were going through financial difficulty and someone offered you a questionable opportunity to make money? That wasn't coincidence. They arranged that situation to see if you would maintain integrity even under economic pressure. Remember that moment when you were emotionally vulnerable and someone appeared offering support in exchange for favors that compromised your values? Plan test. Remember that situation where you had access to someone's private information and could have used it against that person? Controlled scenario. They were measuring if you would respect others' privacy, even when that would give you power over them. And most impressive, they used real people as test instruments without these people knowing. That toxic person who appeared in your life didn't know they were being directed by cosmic authorities to create specific situations that would reveal your character. They transformed your entire life into an exam without you realizing. Every problematic person was unpaid agent. Every difficult situation was multiple choice question. Every ethical decision was automatically scored. And in every situation you chose the difficult path, the right path. The path that revealed you had become genuinely a person of character. Want to know why you are part of such a small minority? Why only 1% of people pass the test you just completed successfully? Because most people fail at the first real obstacle they encounter. Most maintain ethical values only when it is convenient, only when it costs nothing, only when there is an audience to impress. But the moment being ethical becomes costly, The moment doing right results in personal loss. The moment nobody is watching and they can get away with it, they abandon their own principles. And these cosmic authorities see all of this. They register every moment when a person chooses convenience instead of integrity. And from that moment, that person is classified as morally unreliable. But you did different. You maintained integrity even when it cost dearly. You said no to opportunities that compromised your principles. You chose to lose advantages rather than lose dignity. You proved your values are unconditional, that you are a good person by nature, not by convenience. That you can be trusted with power because you will not use that power to hurt others. And this places you in an extremely rare category, in a moral elite that represents less than 1% of the human population. You know what else separates you from that majority? You developed active integrity. You didn't just avoid doing bad things. You actively did good things even when nobody asked. This combination, passive and active integrity, is so rare these authorities consider each person who develops these characteristics a treasure that needs to be protected and rewarded. And now we arrive at the most important moment of this revelation. What exactly these authorities decided to officially communicate about your new status 3 days ago during what they call Approval Assembly. An official communication was registered with your specific name in cosmic files. And I am going to read you exactly what was documented. Human subject classified as exceptional specimen. After completing comprehensive evaluation protocol, demonstrated consistent resistance to moral corruption during test period of 4 years and 8 months, maintained ethical patterns in 117 situations of increasing pressure, approved for automatic promotion from category candidate under evaluation to category authorized agent. Authorization granted for removal of artificial obstacles and implementation of direct support protocol. You understand what this means? It means officially, cosmically, you are no longer being tested, you are being rewarded. It means the obstacles that constantly appeared in your life weren't coincidence. They were part of the evaluation protocol, and now that you have been approved, those obstacles have official order to disappear. This official communication also authorized something they call accelerated positive synchronization. This means events, people and opportunities are going to start aligning in your life in ways that seem almost magical. That promotion you have deserved for years, approved for manifestation. That healthy relationship you have been seeking, authorized to appear. That financial opportunity that solves your problems, released to materialize. And the most impressive part, these changes are going to seem natural. They are going to seem consequence of your own efforts, because these authorities don't interfere in obvious ways. They simply remove obstacles and create favorable conditions. Now I am going to explain exactly what practical changes you are going to start noticing in your life in the coming weeks, as direct result of this official approval. First change, problematic people are going to start naturally distancing from your life. Your new energetic frequency is going to become incompatible with external toxicity. Those people who drained your energy through constant dramas are simply going to lose interest in seeking you out. Second change. Financial opportunities are going to start appearing from unexpected sources. Promotions that were blocked are going to unblock. Projects that weren't advancing are going to gain support. People with resources are going to notice your potential and offer opportunities. Third change. Your intuition is going to become extraordinarily accurate. You are going to start feeling when situations are beneficial or harmful. Even before this becomes obvious. Fourth change. Your physical and mental health is going to improve without you making major lifestyle alterations. The chronic stress you carried is going to start dissolving because the sources of that stress are going to be systematically removed. Fifth change, you are going to find your tribe. People who share your values and who are going to elevate your life instead of complicating it. And the most important change, you are going to discover you no longer need to live defensively. You no longer need to spend energy constantly protecting yourself, because your new cosmic classification includes automatic protection. You are going to notice you make correct decisions automatically, even in complex situations, that the right people appear at the right time, that necessary resources manifest when they are needed. Your life was being a test. Now it is going to be a reward. And now I need to reassure you about something very important. This approval you received cannot be revoked. It is not something temporary that can be lost if you make some normal human error. Because these cosmic authorities don't approve people based on perfect performance. They approve based on demonstrated character. And character, once genuinely developed, doesn't disappear. You can have bad days. You can make wrong decisions occasionally. You can go through moments of weakness or frustration. This doesn't change the fundamental fact. You became an integral person by nature. It is like driving. After you truly learn, you don't unlearn even if you occasionally make mistakes in traffic. The basic skill becomes permanent part of who you are. Your integrity works the same way. You internalize ethical value so deeply, they operate automatically, even when you are not paying conscious attention. And there is more. This approval isn't just about you. It is about the positive impact you can have on other people's lives. These authorities identified you became a channel of positive evolution on the planet. Every person who lives with you becomes a little better by your influence. Every situation you touch becomes a little more harmonious. You influence positively just by being who you became. That is why they want to protect and potentialize that influence. That is why they decided to remove obstacles that were limiting your reach. That is why they authorized resources that are going to amplify your positive impact in the world. You became cosmic investment, and valuable investments are permanently protected. And finally, we arrive at the most important revelation of all. What is your new role now that you have been officially approved and classified as authorized agent of these cosmic authorities? First, you need to understand this classification comes with responsibilities. Not heavy or complicated responsibilities, but natural responsibilities that flow automatically from the character you developed. Your first responsibility is to continue being living example of integrity. You became proof. It is possible to be genuinely good in a world that frequently rewards questionable behavior. Your existence offers hope for other people who are struggling to maintain ethical values. Your second responsibility is to use the resources and opportunities that are going to arrive to create positive impact. You don't need to save the world, but you need to use your growing influence to make the environments where you are present a little better. Your third responsibility is to recognize other people who are going through the same tests you passed, and when possible, offer support that makes their journey a little less lonely. But here is what is most important. You are not going to do this alone. As authorized agent, you now have access to a support network operating beyond physical dimensions. When you need guidance and important decisions, You are going to receive insights through amplified intuition. When you need resources for projects that generate positive impact, those resources are going to appear in unexpected ways. When you need protection against negative energies, that protection is going to operate automatically. You became part of a much larger cosmic operation. An operation that is working to elevate the ethical quality of humanity through living examples like you. Every integral person who prospers demonstrates ethical values aren't limitation, but advantage. Every genuinely good individual who succeeds proves it is not necessary to be cruel to be powerful. And now you are going to be one of those examples. Your life is going to demonstrate integrity as rewarded. That kindness is protected. That ethical people deserve and receive abundance. That is why your approval was so important. That is why these authorities decided to break protocols to communicate with you personally. Because you became valuable piece in a much larger planetary transformation. And valuable pieces received special care. Chosen one. If you reached here, recognizing your own approval journey, you just discovered why your life is going to transform so radically in the coming weeks. You didn't just pass a test. You became part of an ethical elite operating under protection and direct support of cosmic authorities. Your integrity was tested and approved. Your character was evaluated and classified as exceptional. Your reliability was confirmed through years of rigorous observation. And now you are going to experience what it is like to live in a reality where integral people are automatically rewarded instead of constantly tested. If this revelation confirmed something you always felt about your own journey, if you recognized the tests disguised as common problems, if you understood why you went through such challenging situations, then you understand you deserve all the blessings that are arriving. For those who want to further consolidate this transformation and access specific techniques that accelerate manifestation of this cosmic approval. Complete material about connection with authorized abundance is available for less than a pizza, including audiobook and 5-minute meditation guide. Access is in the description link and pinned comment. If you recognize you were truly approved in this cosmic test, and you are ready to operate as authorized agent, write 777 in the comments to confirm your new classification. Subscribe to this channel and activate all notifications to receive more revelations about how approved people operate in superior frequency of reality. Share this video with someone who also deserves to know they passed the most important test of life, because authorized agents need to recognize and support each other. And before you go, click on the video appearing on your screen right now to discover how your new classification activates automatic protection against people and situations that could interfere with your approved peace. Together, we are stronger.